Yeah.
Hi. Please disregard. I attempted an informal greeting, but I am dissatisfied with the results.
Yeah.
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank.
Oh.
Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear. It's just behind me on the right. The place is on lockdown, so you should steer clear unless you can help out. Not usually, but he took charge of the situation because the bank robbers are part of the Shaw gang. The Marshals had a lot of experience dealing with the gang, so he's called.
Alright.
Well, all I know is there was an attempted bank robbery and things went sideways. You'd have to ask the marshal if you want the whole story. I guess that'd be the marshal's call. Frankly, it ain't going well. Looks to be a stalemate.
Looks to be a
Maybe
stalemate.
outside help would do some good.
Let's go help this, so then we'll end up joining the Freestar Collective by doing this. One thing I have done this before, this one.
Everyone stays in front of the building, you copy? If you make a move toward the building, a hostage dies.
You planning to tell me your demands at some point?
You find someone we can trust, and maybe we will.
Like who?
Not you, and not one of your rangers, and not these city guards, neither.
The Shaw gangs make fools of us all.
You need to stand back now. It's a hostage situation. Now please, get back, or I'll have the guards drag you away. I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know you. Now please, stand back. Fine. Talk fast. I wish I could say you were wrong, but I'm backed into a corner here. Some folks from the Shaw gang tried to rob the place, but they got spotted by a guard. They took everyone inside hostage, and now they're keeping a watch so we can't move against them. They're using the intercom to communicate. It's a big group that hides outside the city and runs smuggling jobs off-world. They take in all kinds, rookies and veterans alike. Judging by their lack of preparation, I'd say this particular group is green as hell. Probably their first attempt at heist. That should work in our favor. Right about now, they're probably wishing they'd just stayed home. They won't talk to me. Say they don't trust the badge. They want a neutral negotiator. In other words, they didn't have a plan for this, so they're stalling while they come up with one. Without demands, I ain't got much to work with. About all we can do is wait and see. All right, I'm willing to allow that. But a few things first. Say what you have to, but whatever they ask for, there's no way in hell I'm giving it to them. Also, there are lives at stake, so don't get cavalier. Find out what they want, and then report back to me.
I sincerely hope you know what you're doing.
Hey, you in the bank.
You've got my
I'm sending in
girlfriend
a
in there.
negotiator, so don't
If
shoot.
she gets hurt,
Hands where I
heads
can
are
see
gonna
'em,
roll.
and don't try nothing.
Who said that?
You're the negotiator, huh?
Yep.
You think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender?
Yep.
You're dead wrong. Jed. Jed Bullock. Well, ain't you polite? So
Yeah.
tell me, stranger, how do I know you're gonna deal straight with us? I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me?
Dude, I've got order persuade.
Look, just calm down, okay? No need to get violent here.
Oh shit. I thought I'd do that a lot.
I'm so
Yeah.
ready to get out of here. Okay, I can see you're not just the marshal's tool. You want what we want. A nice, happy ending where nobody gets hurt. So let's talk. We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship. We'll drop the hostages off somewhere safe in the system. After that, we'll radio back where they are, and the marshal and his crew can come and get them. But if anybody follows us when we break orbit, we start shooting people. Got it? What, you think we want to stay locked up in here? Hell no! Oh, hell, the Freestar Rangers have got ships. They can give us one of them. This whole damn job's gone wrong. It was supposed to be just a quick hit. Clean and simple, you know? So let's all try to keep our heads, yeah? Because my guys, they're going crazy in here. I don't know how much longer we can last. What do you mean? Damn it. I didn't think of it that way.
Ooh.
I know.
Ooh.
Not disagreeing with that. Yeah, it would be a lot worse. If the hostages die, it'll
Damn
be
it.
the marshal's fault for not taking us seriously. Nah.
Ah,
too late to
fuck.
back
It's
out
so
now.
close.
We're seeing this through. You go tell the marshal to get that ship ready so we can
Fuck.
all walk away from this thing without anybody getting hurt.
Someone's gonna get hurt now.
Maybe I should grab a rifle. Put me in.
I heard every word. He's talking too loud. Sign of fatigue. All that fear and exhaustion are taking a toll. They're not thinking straight. That puts us in a very precarious position. Now you'd be wasting your time. Or worse, it'd make them angry. No sense risking that. I appreciate your idealism. But there were only ever two ways this could end. You've already ruled out one of them, so that leaves us with only one option. We have to free the hostages by taking out their captors. Problem is, they're keeping me and the guards in sight at all times. If we try to move against them, they'll see us coming. You'd be willing to do that? You've got guts, that's for damn sure. I can't deny that you're right, though. They might not see that coming. Now, I see two ways we can play this. You could ask to see the hostages. Once you're inside, you can make your move. If you're quick, I think you can take them out before they have a chance to respond. You'll have to shoot to kill. There's also a back door. Most of their attention's focused out front here, so they may not be watching it as closely. This key should unlock it.
go back door. Like a bit of back door action. Yoo-hoo. Oh fuck, I'm gonna pick it. What gun am I gonna pick? Yeah, I'll pay for it.
Hey, someone's here. I need some help. Hey.
Give me this thing. Get on him. I'm no good with this rusty game.
And that, my friend, is how we do things on Jameson.
Yeah, why you silly bitch? Oh no, what? Where'd she go? Where did she go? I'll take all this shit. I don't care. I think I can carry my stuff at the moment. I need money. For some reason I did this last playthrough. I thought there was only like 3 of them in here for some reason. They surprised me. Actually, is there a... Controls. Ah, here we go. Aim sensitivity. Turn that down a bit.
They've got the marshal
Yeah.
by the balls.
Nice work.
I have.
I heard the fight. The hostages, are they safe? Is that so? Shame it had to come to that. But you got the job done and saved lives. Here, you've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
Well done. Well done indeed.
Times are good, man. Experiencing.
Go there in a minute.
My grab feels exactly like walking through maple syrup.
So you want to come here for... I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself.
Shit just fell.
Welcome to the Coe Heritage Museum. I offer... Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips. Akila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall. There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Akila City is the proud capital of the Freestar Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to. Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Akila City and the father of the Freestar Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars. The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew, goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Akila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Akila City, and his descendants still live here today. There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here. Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests. Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere. If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it. Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history. That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late. Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Uh-oh.
Hi! Please feel free to have a look around. I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question. Now you're just trying to confuse me. It's a dead branch, and it belongs to the museum. Huh. A disaster befalling New Atlantis? Hard to get upset about that.
Oh my god.
Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good. I guess it couldn't hurt. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here.
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Alright. So. Come back and maybe
Should I warm up the
restart
engines?
it. Oh. Let's get this branch to Kelton. Kelton Fresh.
Chief Diplomat Yassine
Fresh
runs
Kelton.
a tight ship at the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Akila City?
Sure did.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. And this was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. There it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it. An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick. Then I fear all this hard work will be for naught. I would hate to see this tree come down, but we may be out of options. I have no doubt that you will.
Alright, where's the, there's one right there. We'd have to go to SS and then building. Build on one of the computers.
Another day, another credit.
Alrighty. Infinity. Oh, Dalberg. They're just apartments.
Just one quiet day.
It's important that the people of the United Colonies trust the primary.
I think I'd have to sneak in here for this. To the tree. Keep up, Sarah.
Hey, no funny stuff with that newspaper. I used to be an auctioneer. Now
Yeah,
forget me.
Hey there.
Ever run into spacers?
Can we just catch the train over here? Why would we run back?
Cool spacesuit.
There's a train station there. The other one's just under here. Fucking hell. This is not as big as I thought. Yeah, I've already applied. Yeah. Out my way, citizens.
Mark my words. Someday, I'll be running the Office of Interstellar Affairs.
United Colonies was forced to close another crime ring investigation against the traitor.
This is plain as usual shit.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked. I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis. Though they don't know it.
Ooh. 3,300. Nice. So it's at the end of him. I guess so. For now. Let's get brownouts in the well. Speak with Trevor. But I was not far away from him. Check this out.
A mining operation run by Argos extractors was attacked by the Crimson.
Instead, they found more than they bargained for.
Get this done. Whatever the hell it is.
Miners banded together around one of their own. An individual so talented that afterwards they were recruited by Constellation. Armed with only their trusty mining lasers, the Argos crew fought off the Crimson Fleet and defended their facility. A surprising turn of events and a victory for us all.
Guy, some sort of remarkable individual, something.
There are always about a million things to do.
You.
And I'm only one person. It's so overwhelming. Hey! Oh, you're not Carl.
there. Who
Sorry.
the fuck is Carl?
I shouldn't assume. Maybe you go by Carl. You're just not the Carl I was waiting for. We're supposed to be investigating a power drain down here. People have been reporting brownouts for a while. And
What is
Mass
a
finally
brownout?
decided to follow up on it. I can't be in two places at once. And Carl isn't here. So I'm just trying to look inconspicuous. Co-worker of mine on this assignment with me. Clearly not taking it seriously. Not really surprising. Most folks are fine with ignoring what goes on down here. We're trying to isolate a power drain, which looks like it's the result of a large amount of power being rerouted through various subsystems. But it's kind of a two-person job. Someone needs to find the junction boxes associated with those subsystems and power them down. The other person needs to monitor the system remotely. It's pretty simple, really, and relatively safe. Only a small chance of electrocution.
Hmm.
Well, since you're here and Carl isn't, and I really want to get this solved, I will take you up on that. What I need
So I'm
is
an
clarity.
electrician now.
I can talk you through it remotely. I'm gonna head to the monitoring station. The first box we're looking for is over near UC Surplus. You know, Antonio's place. I can contact you once you get there.
Alright. Where is it? The fucking missions just disappear.
Saw your ship come in.
Hey, can you hear me? I think this is working. I only have a general view of things, but you should be near the first junction box. Look for it mounted on the wall. When you find it, open it up and flip the big switch. That's it. Great job. So that tripped the secondary breaker, and that goes to... Oh, wow, really? They wired it like that? Jeez, okay. Okay, got it. Next one is way down past Jake's, and maybe up a story or two? It's a bit of a hike. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, how do I get up there? Okay, fair enough.
Alright, you should be near the next junction box. This section isn't used very much these days, so it may be a little harder to see. That's the one. Next one's not too far. Dead end, right down from Jake's. Right under that apartment they've been trying to sell. Good luck with that, right?
Do.
Nice to meet you.
It's just fucking Jake's there. Oh, that's right, I was at the other side.
You should be near the next junction box. And if those squatters never cleared out, I would suggest avoiding eye contact. It should be fine. Another switch flipped, another lead to follow. And the lights in here just flickered too. The wiring is worse than I thought. I'm going to work on fixing that little issue while you find the next junction box. Looks like it's over near the Trade Authority. Okay, just find that and, maybe don't talk to anyone about it just yet.
Swear to God, and it wasn't even Nicholas.
Oh shit. Is it in here?
Okay, the final box I need you to deal with should be right around there. Unfortunately, I just realized you're in for a real tangle of cabling. Like 200 years I feel it attempts to rewire things. I tried to fix it 3 years back and was crying by the second day. Gave up on the third. Anyway, there should be a series of secondary breakers you need to deal with before you can access the junction box. I don't remember the order, but flip levers until all those circuits are powered down.
Out in the junction box. No good. Oh wait, there we go. Yeah, way.
Wow, you got it. Really well done. You saved me like a week of work. Why didn't you meet me at the monitoring station, near where we met?
I just think I need to go all in. I don't want to waste my time struggling to get to middle management.
Really? I wouldn't do that.
Who was talking?
I've been pondering a career change, to be honest. Don't you think now would be the right time?
It's too late for that. You've got a family to think of.
But the kids are older now. By this time next year, they'll all have jobs of their own. Bother someone else. Just leave me be. I have nothing to give you.
Alright.
Hey, another couple of
But one of them might have wanted to get a list or whatever it is. Jesus Christ. This place is a maze. The upper room. Fuck. Where do I have to go? Die. You.
Did I say thank you? Because thank you. There's no way I could
Thank
have
me
done
with
that in a
some
reasonable
credits.
amount of time all by myself. Maybe in the short term, but overall it paid off. Thanks to your help, I was able to trace the power drain. I know where it's coming from. Unfortunately, the source is exactly where I was afraid it was. The Trade Authority. So that's something that I'll need to deal with. That'll be fun. If you want to tag along, I certainly wouldn't complain. But if not, then this is where we part ways.
1,000.
So thanks to you, we've got evidence that the Trade Authority is behind the power drain being reported down here. I don't know if you ever dealt with the Trade Authority, but Zoe is intimidating. I have to go in there, but I really don't want to. You think you'd be willing to go with me? Just make sure this doesn't go badly? I don't know. I feel like I'm the one who's going to wind up in trouble. Zoe's got a way of twisting things. Thanks. That means a lot. I can do the talking, I think. Just be ready for, well, anything.
Ready for anything. Disappeared for a second. Good.
Hi there.
Trade authority. Gee, she's slow. Run. She's in no hurry whatsoever. Lazy bitch. Lazy Reyes.
Visit from Mast. How delightful. You'll have to remind me of my gear. I'm afraid I can't keep track of all the little worker drones.
I'm Luisa Reyes. Well, you know that, because I've been in here 3 times.
Yes, of course you are. And was it you were accusing me of with absolutely no evidence?
The power drain is coming from your building, Zoe. You and I both know it, and now I can prove it.
I'm sorry, what?
We traced the drain, checked the grid. It led us here. You can't talk your way out of this.
I'm going to ask you to wait here a moment. I'll be right back.
Okay, just be ready for anything. I don't know if she's going to come out of there with a gun or call in mercenaries or what.
Don't worry. Whatever happens, we're prepared to handle the situation.
I don't want this to turn out violent if we can avoid it, okay? Believe me, I really, really hope I am. But I'll tell you, people in my division tell stories about Zoe. She's got a lot of influence. Okay, you're probably right. Just need to breathe.
Well, Miss Reyes, I apologize for not taking this matter more seriously. I assure you I will eagerly assist in getting to the bottom of this.
No, you're not weaseling out of this. We got to the bottom of it. You are the bottom.
I appreciate your enthusiasm for your work, but I do a little more research before casting aspersions. Someone has indeed been using this location through which to route electrical power. It is not the Trade Authority. I've had my suspicions for a while, and have been keeping detailed notes, which I'm happy to share with you. For now, though, who will do next?
Wait, what?
Oh, for heaven's sake. I presume you've been assisting Miss Reyes in tracking down this little problem. Well, clearly there's more work to be done. Why don't you continue the work you've been doing with an assurance that the Trade Authority will compensate you for your time? I'll coordinate things here with Miss Reyes. With Mask's access to the grid, we'll find out who did this soon enough. And why. Presumably, you're the one who's been doing the field work, so I believe you'll find there's another junction box out there in the well that needs your attention.
Okay, well, this is not how I saw this going. For the moment, let's assume this is all legitimate. I can sort out the details with Zoe. So why don't you go investigate the next junction box?
Alright.
Ever wonder how the Crimson Fleet seems to be everywhere?
It's over there. Oh, over there.
Hey there. You should be getting close.
Oh shit.
Hello? Is this functional? I insist that you provide updates for any suspicious activity. Is that clear?
And Zoe's here too, if you hadn't guessed. We've agreed to work together on this. That's it, thanks. Let's just take a look
fuck?
It's somewhere on the surface, which technically means it's not my responsibility.
You can't possibly be serious. Are you looking at the same diagram I am? 47B is obviously the next one. It's on the same level. However,
we agree that we all like to see this through. If you head topside, I'll pull up the diagrams we need. Zoe, I know how to read. Ignore her. Head for box 45A, okay?
Oh shit. No, no. Okay, yes, yes.
You expecting me to jump down after you?
You just did. Jesus. Come on. This is taking us back to the... No. Okay, there it is. It's pointless to this one. Why pitch? I don't want to close the door. Get to this one. Same level. What the fuck? Oh, wait. It's just... Oh. Okay, well this has got me fucked. 'Cause the fucking thing leads us to that one. What? What? Right. Why is this taking us to the spaceport?
Miss Reyes is still collecting the necessary diagrams and blueprints to accurately assess the situation. Before she returns, I'm going to make you an offer. Whatever you find at the end of this path, you bring it to me first. I'll be certain the Mast gets what it needs. But I traded valuable information. I suspect you're going to find some. I guarantee you the trade authority will pay well. Consider that as you head towards the residential district. We can't pinpoint the source yet, but
So there's something sus about Zoe.
Hey, you should be getting close. Looks like it's somewhere near Athena Tower. Zoe says there's a junction box on the building's exterior. I'm not sure why she knows that. Well, that's unexpected. Powering down that junction doesn't show any other connections.
Wait. Not that one. Oh, yeah.
There must be something they don't want us to find.
Newman's taking money out of Gal Bank. Alrighty. Going for a swim. Yeah, we're gonna... Should I give the thing to? Why is that still there then? Power down the junction box. I just tried it. Hard.
Nice hat. You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one of those spacers. Scum of the galaxy. Robbing, stealing, killing.
What are the benefits here? That would be good. That would be bad, I guess. That might be more money.
So you tracked it down. You've got something to show for it? Great. I'll get this back to Mass for analysis. I'm not stupid. I know Zoe probably made you an offer. I appreciate that you didn't take it. And I'm really glad we got to work together on this.
Even. In the well, the trade authority continues to flourish. Oh, makes you sick, doesn't it?
In fact, looks like maybe they did. Still want to claim you had nothing to do with this, Zoe?
My dear, why in the world would I want to break the law? And Galbank, no less. I do quite enough business with them as it is.
All right. Well, I'll have some people look over this. Maybe they'll be in touch.
I very much doubt that.
See you around.
Sure, go ahead. Time to go?
Private sector. Now that's where the real money's at.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, we'll get her.
My mother wanted me to be a doctor. A doctor.
Ah, too late, Sarah.
Literally called the Narcissus.
Bing. Oh, that's right.
Keep your nose clean. Last thing I want
You.
You have another. My source is
I've been a
back.
hero again.
Here to report anything else? You certainly get around. I'm surprised that branch has any customers left, the number of times it's been held up. But I thought the Rangers had finally managed to get a handle on it. I heard there was a standoff. That true? I hear the robbers are provided free of charge. All part of the service. What happened to the robbers? The Shaw gang? Wait, what? You cleaned them out? Jesus. I'm sorry, but I might have to dig up some witnesses to confirm that. Anyway, these things are often messy. Any customers or Galbank staff get hurt? That's really good news. Usually, well, it's a different kind of story. You were there. You were involved in resolving it. Any comment on the Freestar Rangers? Having another high-profile robbery in their own backyard is a bit of a black eye. Huh. That's really good to know. Stories like this always fire up public outrage and appetite. Thanks for the interview. And take this.
650. Ah, shit. Oh, I got the back over 20 grand. So that's done. Here we go. Away.
To be back on board.
Get a drink and shit in a sec. Oh, wait, so. Yep, that's where we're going. What the fuck is that? Yeah. I'm gonna grab a drink and some cheese. I'll be back in a second. Alrighty. My shit here ready to go. I'm just gonna go back. Let's go. Go get deputized.
A mirror wolf at the Low House.
Is Solomon Cole something and restart collector by himself? I'm sure some of the kids were telling, but no one did.
Just picked up a thing. Talk to a mirror wolf at the Low House. You go suss this out. Where's the Low House?
Akila City was his baby. Don't worry. The bandit gang reportedly based out of the wild, somewhere outside the city.
Oops. Oh shit.
They have these jetpacks for use.
I don't think I've ever been in here. In the last playthrough I did Alien Extravaganza. The fuck? You. I gotta talk to you.
Got a moment to hear about the Low House? It means a lot to me and to others. Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can get a hot meal and a bed to sleep in. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. No need to beg or steal. Everything's given with no questions asked and no favors owed. I run the place. Have for years. But to do it, I have to rely on the kindness of others. What do you think I'm doing this for my benefit? I'm doing it because once, a long time ago, I was a guest at the Low House. I was the one who needed saving. Trying to, anyway. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from some other wealthier folks in the city, but it's barely enough. It takes credits to provide for those in need, and I'm hoping you'll be willing to contribute. If you can spare a few credits, it'll do a lot of good. Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but I do. I think you just earned yourself some.
Why can't I talk? She's got a blue thing on her. Why can't I talk to her again?
Sincerely, thank you for your donation. I'll make sure it is put to good use.
Why have I still got a thing that says to talk to her?
Takes everything I've got to keep the Low House open. But it still doesn't... If you're serious, I'm drowning in work.
Yeah. What's your
Philbon
work?
Agricultural Systems feeds basically everyone in the stretch. Bless the Philbon brothers. But their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. I'm not worried yet, but getting there. Could you ask Sarah Philbon what the holdup is? Very politely? We buy it at a deep, deep discount, below their costs. I know not everyone approves of Henry getting more into brewing, but I don't care. The whole family has earned my eternal thanks. Not a chance. If there's anything you can do to speed up the wheat delivery, please do it. I'll have more work for you when you get back.
It's alright. Honest Earl's Alien Extravaganza.
Step right in, ma'am, and feast your eyes on the marvelous attractions of honest... Sir?
Something like that. I like the grunge ones for some reason.
I can read the sign.
Oh.
Of course you can. But can you believe your senses? Creatures great and small from the furthest reaches of the settled systems.
Here, in the stretch?
Yes, right here, right now. Things you would never see in a million years for just a small price of admission.
Huh. Well, it's not that much.
Come right
It'll
in.
be nice to see some animals in
Fine,
person.
big shot. Congratulations for skimming me out of 10.
Turn around and walk away. I thought you were going in to have a look.
Hope you feel good about
You.
yourself. Welcome, welcome. Let me ask you a simple question, friend. Are you prepared to see something so wondrous and strange that you're sure never to forget it? I'm offering you the chance to see something truly exotic and unique. Now, a small remittance is involved, yes, but if you allow me to explain, I think you'll agree it's a price that's more than fair. With pleasure. We got animals from the deepest, darkest corners of the settled systems. What you'll see will delight and amaze. Just a modest fee, and you can feast your eyes. I envy you, truly, for this opportunity. Absolutely. There's a reason folks around here call me Honest Earl. Step right through this door and take as long as you like perusing the menagerie. Oh, and please don't attempt to feed the creatures. In fact, it's best if you don't touch them either.
Call. Is that it? Paid 10 credits for this shit?
An enterprising mind, a keen sense of fairness, and a love for the hard-working folk of this city. Well, that's what Honest Earl is. Take care now.
I mean, admission is kind of cheap. It's probably worth a laugh at least.
Yeah. Okay, what do we do?
This doesn't really look like much of a zoo. More like a sideshow attraction.
Could I get the digital? I'm just saying, my family was on the first ship. Proper founders.
Ashtar are sometimes spotted by the farms.
That's why we only go about that.
Phil Burns. Oh shit. Just drop some cheese. You.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good and make so many more credits?
Yeah, wait here. You. Get up. Oh. There you go. You.
If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory.
Something wrong with your draw.
But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly
This is
leave.
a fucking
They don't need
speedy
any
house.
more
Look at that draw
encouragement.
going. Let's go.
Dear me, no, Weston's a fine man. If anything, that's why I want more from him. He could do even greater things, if only he could see that. I'm not some stuck-up teetotaler. My problem with the business is more nuanced. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Filburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Akila City. Seems those two are content to think small. That's for sure. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else? And try to come between Weston and his brother? They'd never allow it. Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions, but it all falls on deaf ears. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston and I live well enough. I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things instead of feeling like I'm playing second fiddle. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace with it. Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better. Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions. Right now, it's tailored to Akila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that. Exactly. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel. Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more art than science. It's delicate. Surely it wouldn't be too hard to mess it up, right? What? Oh God, no. I just want it to taste bad. Like stale, or like it's whatever makes beer taste worse. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this. good business person shouldn't let their personal
I'm not
attachments
done with you
become
yet.
an obstacle to success. I know, we're late. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, the farming equipment outside the walls needs to be manually rebooted. But the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it for days. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch, but the Ashta are just too dangerous for us to send someone. The full story would take ages. Henry is supposed to be on top of production issues. But his precious latest batch of beer is at a critical point. Whatever the hell that means. And Aldwin Wright's robots should have been overhauled a month ago. But he's just one man, and all of Akila needs him pretty much all the time. So, whether we're supposed to or not, Weston and I are handling it. You must be new to Akila City. Outside the city walls are dangerous predators. They've been the bane of colonists from day one. Only well-armed and well-trained people walk outside. Otherwise, they become just the latest statistic. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. We can get the wheat to Amira quick. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. You'd be helping our business too, after all. Just be careful. Ashta are very dangerous.
Which mission are we doing at the moment? Reboot the farm. Alright.
Nice stuff living here, but you can live on your own terms.
I don't know. Help with the bank robbery. I'm sure it will. Should we warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. Okay, open up the gate.
Do, 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 do. They killed the robot. Oops. Backed up there.
You've got nothing.
it's so dangerous. They've left the door in.
Mind the danger sign. Ashta will tear you apart if you go wandering outside.
I heard Mr. Wright's gonna be...
Okay, we'll take it from here.
So many books to read and so little time.
Robots are a force amplifier for farm production.
If we don't get the emergency funds empty, so please, hurry. That is good news.
Good
But
news.
what was the holdup anyway?
Fuck you.
It's good to know the Filburns are still faithful to the cause. I hate to ask it, but I do need more help.
Oh, what the fuck settled in?
Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors, though kind, I think sometimes, well, get sick of seeing me. A new face may ease up the purse strings, or at least save me some errands. It's touch and go sometimes. Pests are too much, and they could turn their back on the project. Too little, and people suffer. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been generous to us, but it's been a while since he's donated. Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms has been vital for us. Both of those are routine, more polite reminders, really. The last is a long shot, probably futile, but the Trade Authority is incredibly wealthy, and they have never ever donated to us. If you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single credit even, I'd consider it a victory. You are a breath of fresh air. Once you're done with that, come back to me. Thank you for your time.
Over there. Tourist?
I give him 3 minutes.
That's a genuine stretch of
I'm just going around begging for donations and stuff now. Where was... Well, they haven't cleaned the bodies up here.
UC can't be that bad, can it?
Maybe.
So we had to clean up the graffiti on the range again. Why don't we just close it down?
It's not
Every
like it gets
gun
much
gets a
use.
full Laredo guarantee. Indeed. As a matter of fact, they're made in this very building. You're standing in the storefront of the Laredo Firearms Factory. I designed and manufactured every firearm for sale here. As such, I can offer you my personal assurance they're of the highest quality. Yes, of course.
Yeah, I'll end up picking them up. There's no point buying guns. I'll end up picking them up.
I need someplace to put the prototypes.
Hey,
with their cases.
not finished with you.
I think you'll find that we carry fine weapons of all kinds here. When a CEO distances herself from the customers, her decision-making suffers. Here I get to see what matters, what sells, what doesn't, and why. It's invaluable. Plus, it's better than the endless meetings. Oh, so Amira has some help? Good. She's going to work herself into an early grave if she's not careful. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the residents of Akila City. I'll send Justin over to deliver our monthly donation. The trite answer would be a sense of civic responsibility. But the truth? Guilt. To achieve the level of success I have, broken promises, neglected loved ones, and tough calls. Donations like this are a way of making amends. You are quite welcome. Is there anything else you want to talk about? You
But
take
you
care.
know Stretch Trash will come back and
He said to just straight back into whatever he was talking about before I got there. I just paused him for a second. 37. Oh, trade authority. You.
So many little
John
details.
Smith.
You should talk with
He's hiding
Duncan.
something.
I handle
It's
the
a fake
boring
name.
behind-the-scenes work. I run the branch's special accounts.
Wrong guy.
What brings you to the Trade Authority? Do you have business with the Trade Authority? I'm the local representative for the organization. In that capacity, I work with merchants and business people and local leaders to make sure trade flows regularly and efficiently to and from the city. With the long lag times of interstellar communication, we wanted to have someone here in person to talk face to face and make quick decisions. After all, the Trade Authority's work is vital to the continued growth and prosperity of Akila City. I'm sure something will catch your eye. Akila City is bustling, one of the busiest Trade Authority branches in the galaxy. The Trade Authority has a firm policy of not getting involved in internal matters. We're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collective and the United Colonies. The Trade Authority's image is doing quite well already. Thank you very much. I'm done discussing this matter.
What the fuck?
I do have need of a courier. A simple job. The timetable isn't even an issue. But it requires discretion and no questions. That's a question, but it's a simple piece of paper. What's on the paper is for the recipient's eyes alone. We clear? Take this message to the den. There's a Trade Authority rep there, Marcel. Just give the paper to him. If you could take a roundabout path to get there, that would be best. And that's the last we will speak of this. You have a
Since I
great day.
don't get any money off him for what's her face. Guess not. Elias, isn't this guy the mayor or something?
Never ever go outside the city walls.
You need to chat. You need to have a chat.
You've got real courage. Sure you're not descended from Solomon Co?
Nope. Hey. Dickhead.
Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias Cartwright. I'm the mayor of Akila City. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I can't say I've seen yours around here before. I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who passes through our fine city. As the founder himself once said, there's no substitute for a warm welcome and a friendly smile. Ah, that'd be Solomon Co, who stuck a shovel in the ground right here over 160 years ago.
I've heard all this.
That first settlement grew to become the city you see today. And let me tell you, it was no small hardship to make that dream a reality. Yes, indeed, this place has a proud and noble history. Why, for some of us, it's practically hallowed ground. That's why I like to meet each and every person who comes here, to make sure they know what a special place our city is. You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great stock in human kindness and generosity of spirit. I like to think that's what sets us apart from our neighbors in the United Colonies. We don't rely on machines or bureaucracy. We rely on each other. I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all of your business and none of mine. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the core and Midtown. Midtown's where most of the business and trading gets done. It's not as old as the core, because it was built later as the city grew. As the name might suggest, Wallside's the district that runs along the inside of the Great Wall that surrounds the city. It's mostly farmers and other laborers that live down there. They ain't got quite as much space, but it's cheaper, so it all works out. Ah, you must be referring to The Rock. It's home to the largest and oldest cantina in town. That's also where the Council of Governors holds its occasional strategy meetings. As mayor of the city, I have a seat on the council. The Freestar Rangers are headquartered in the upper floors. They've got the best view of the city. I like to think that means they're always keeping an eye on the rest of us. I have to say, I sleep a little easier knowing the Marshal and his Rangers are up there protecting the Freestar Collective. The core is the oldest district and represents the original settlement dating back to the days of Solomon Coe. The descendants of the original settlers still make their home there today. You really are new around here, aren't you? Akila's every bit as dangerous as it is beautiful. There are creatures out there that pose a mortal danger to anyone caught out in the open. Foremost among them is the Ashtar. They're quick, strong, clever, and damn good hunters. I'd tell you more, but you might not sleep so good. Thankfully, the wall keeps them out. As long as you stay on the right side of it, you've got nothing to worry about. Frank's just the latest owner of the old Hassanov Manor, and he's the worst, simply the worst. But it's been a problem since the Hassanov family ran out of heirs. There's an old wrong the Cartwrights have been trying to right for decades. And hence, well, I need help. He's just another slick, rude, neon corporate hack, full of himself and just awful. I mean, the core is history itself. Cads like him don't belong here. I was right to talk to you about this. The last Hassanov was Sahar. Sad tale there. By all accounts, when she lost her last grandchild around 40 years ago, well, it broke her. She packed up and just plain left the estate. Built some farm far from Akila City and the protection of its walls. It didn't take long before the Ashtar overran the farm, and just like that, no more Hassanovs. The Hassanovs were one of the early families that took to making a living in space. Very industrious, mainly miners. They settled planetside in the earliest days of Akila City. They helped good old Solomon Coe a time or two, but they didn't fare well living in full gravity after a couple of generations in zero-G. Lots of health issues. Eventually a string of just terrible luck left only lonely old Sahar Hassanov. Poor lady. And those that were healthy kept leaving Akila. The call of the stars. A lot of folks thought the same. So I need someone to go to the old Sahar farm, brave the Ashtar, and see if she left a will. I swear I'll honor her wishes. Akila owes her family that much. And if it happens to kick Mr. Big Shot out of the core, well, that'll be a bonus.
How are we finding how to change anything?
Sahar left no heirs. no instructions. So everything the Hassanovs owned was in limbo. What happened to the estate? Well, you'd have to be a lawyer to make heads or tails of it. But eventually it wound up on the open market, so slick neon corporate shills could grace our community. If she named any heir, we could get the estate back where it belongs. See things made right. You are a blessing. Sahar's farm is elsewhere on the planet. If you can't handle Ashta, please just don't go. I don't want this whole sordid story to have more tragedy. Be careful, and look out for yourself.
Alright. Wait, where's... Talk to him again.
Like I said, be careful.
Oh, that's what I come here for.
What is it? Oh, shoot! I forgot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. She truly is a wonder. And with the building project her and Mr. Tate are planning, there may be a day when the stretch is a distant memory. Well, from me. Unlike the UC, we don't tax our people to death. The city's budget is very tight, so it falls to the community to look after its own. I don't expect an outsider to understand how Akila City has been run for generations. Are we done? Have a wonderful visit.
Let's be certain to stock up on some extra ammunition before we explore the wilderness around the city.
I'm telling you, I would just kill him. Be able to afford to try.
The Cartwrights have been donating to the Low House for generations. Elias and Raisha both sent their donations. Thank you. No word from the Trade Authority. I'm sorry I even asked. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but people like Duncan test my faith. I didn't say that, but I'm not going to correct you. Aunt Zara Philborn came by and told me what you did to help her. You fought Ashta, and you didn't even bother to mention it to me. You are... I just don't know what. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for your help with the farm.
Ooh.
You more than deserve it.
I did that.
And people say I'm too altruistic. I have one more thing for you to do, but I hope it's more of a reward. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I'd like you to deliver it to Simone Jansen and her family. I want you to see the fruits of your labors.
$5 grand.
Thank you for saving my husband. Amira said to expect you. This wheat ensures my family won't go to bed hungry. I genuinely don't know what my family would do without Amira. And you have no idea how much it means. She does. Whether rain or shine, she's there for us. Always smiling. Always comforting. I didn't believe in saints before I got to Akila City, but I do now. Over here in Akila, it's humbling to see regular people just looking after us. On behalf of my family, of my daughter,
Get out of it, you idiot.
bless you.
Nothing left there. Go away. Good. Something else to do. What are you doing, you stupid cat? I'm not doing that yet. We're gonna go sabotage this bee. What? Get out of it, you little dickhead. No. God damn it. You cat. Pain in the ass. Let's go.
That bank robbery sounded intense.
Another day.
Something to report?
So we're gonna have a house, Mom?
That's what Mr. Tate is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
A for real house, like the ones in the core?
It's not going to be a manor house, honey. But 4 walls, a roof, floor. Seeing my
Audrey move
daughter
in with
smile
us?
makes all of it bearable. Maybe. Mr. Tate says he's starting with 4 houses. So we'll have all
This is
I
so
need
cool!
is work to pick up. And things may
Living in
really
the
turn
stretch
around.
ain't that bad. Plenty of kids to play with.
Alright, so I don't have to do anything.
Carrots are coming in nice. Still have some.
No, just some graffiti.
What?
Day for that to happen. Okay, can we... Right. Yeah. So,
You really got through with it.
I'm a ranger.
Nice job.
And you're breathing? Back to normal yet?
Mostly. Still feels a little weird, though. Guess I'm not used to having the tube out. But it's
No.
nothing that would keep me from getting back out there.
Very